Well, the auto industry is showing some signs of economic failure. So tariffs slashing automakers' profits. At the same time, CarMax is reporting stalled sales, and the subprime car lender Tricolor just filed for bankruptcy. Now, LendingTree.com says more Americans are delinquent on their car loans, with 5% of all auto loans 90 days late in the second quarter this year. Erin McLaughlin is a senior economist at the Conference Board. Erin, great to have you this morning. Thank you for being here. These are some alarming stats, and the auto industry at the same time is really getting hit from all sides here. We've got tariffs, low sales, now these delinquent payments. With folks already struggling with inflation, stagnant wages, what are the broader implications of all the factors we just outlined there?
Good morning, Kelly. Thank you for having me. Well, I think what's interesting about what happens when car loans become delinquent is that these are secured assets. So if you do not pay your car note or your lease, they will come get your car, and then you may not have a way to get to work. So when we look at car loans and the fact that that is sort of an increasing sort of canary in the coal mine, some would say, of a slowing and weakening economy, because for most consumers and most car owners, having an automobile is really important, and it's the way that you get to work.
Right. And how are automakers adapting to this new reality, Erin?
Well, automakers have a lot of challenges. So one of them, as you said, is tariffs. So we have a 25% tariff on automobiles that are coming in from other countries. For the most part, there are some that are lower, as well as parts. And the auto industry has really become very global over the last couple of decades. So it takes many years for them to adapt to these tariffs and change the way that they do supply chains and onshoring manufacturing. So the margins for automakers has become increasingly tight, and they've had no choice but to continue to raise prices, which of course are passed on to the consumer.
Right. Any relief you see on the horizon here?
Not necessarily. One sign of sort of a affordability crisis is that the terms of loans have become much longer. We can remember back when your standard auto loan was 5 years, but now the most common auto loan is 6 years. And then even within the last couple of years, a 7-year loan has become very common. And about 20% of payments are in excess of $1,000 a month right now. So this is just a very, very significant amount of money that U.S. consumers are spending on automobiles.
Wow, those are staggering numbers, really shocking. For consumers who are feeling the pinch, delinquencies and defaults, they hurt credit scores, as you know. They make borrowing in the future more of a challenge, too. What are your recommendations for taking the first steps to get out of debt, break this cycle?
One thing that's interesting is, I am not a personal financial planner, but prioritizing what you need in order to, as we said before, get to work, maintain employment, and understanding the difference between secured and unsecured debt.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.